What up? Hit the Cash App, PayPal. I need help I can get. Click the share button. Vote for Cat 2028. The Sync Ducks. I think they're Sync Ducks. I think I heard a dog bark sync too when I picked up the disc. There's a UPS. Is he sync? Is the video pixelated? I don't know until I upload the video or until I watch the video back. It always looks regular. When I'm recording, it'll look regular, but then when I watch the video back, it'll be pixelated as fuck, and it's like giant squares. Sometimes it's not, and sometimes the video gets cut, sometimes it doesn't. They Sync Ducks. That was terrible, bro. That was fucking disgusting shot. I should throw my disc in the lake after that shot. I should just hang it up. I think this ambulance driving by when I pick up my disc was synced. He was driving by over here when I picked up my disc. And there's a red car and another red car behind it. And then I think this red truck met the red car over at the other side of the bridge. And then I saw these people disc golfing out here. Here's a UPS again, as you see. I don't know. I saw these people disc golfing synced like I was throwing the. I wasn't really disc golfing. I was just kind of fucking around, just throwing it. But I was just like throwing the disc around, and then after that, I'm just like standing in the shade, and then there's these people disc golfing synced. It's like they're like mimicking me. They do things to mimic me. Oh, shit. There's some cars driving by me simultaneous. I think all the cars on the street right now are stalkers. But a bunch of shit on my car syncs. I don't understand how it works because it's like a 25-year-old car. But like a bunch of shit in my car syncs. Like my CD player skips synced. And then like the check gauge light has been coming on and it'll like turn on and off synced. And there's probably nothing wrong with my car. It came on for a second today. It came on a few times last night. And then it like turned off synced, and then it wasn't on today for a while, and then it came back on again for a second one time, like when I started my car. And then I turned my car off and turned it back on again, and it's not on anymore. But like, I think it's a sync thing, and like maybe there's nothing wrong with my car actually. But I do need to get an oil change though, so hit the Cash App. I need all the help I can get. Hit the Cash App, PayPal, click the share button. Looking for jobs. I don't know where they're at. Once again, getting frequency in my ear right now. But yeah, here comes the stalker as I'm walking up to my car. Here's the stalker as I'm walking up to my car. And the stalkers on the street. They're all a bunch of stalkers are there, right? They're all a bunch of stalkers. They're all a bunch of black and silver cars, I think. Oh wait, that one's red, is it? No, it was black. And the last car is a white car, and then there's no more cars. They're all a bunch of stalkers. They just throw one whitey in at the end, like they just always gotta throw a whitey or a tan car or a green car. one of those. You just always gotta throw one of those. They just do, I don't know. It's at 39 miles to empty. Is that 93 backwards? I don't understand how it does syncs. Unless they put sync devices in the car, or unless cars have been synced since 25 years ago. Or what? But like it doesn't have computers in it and shit, you know what I mean? It's an older car. Like they can like hack my phone and sync things with, and like glitch it out, sync and stuff, because it's connected to Wi-Fi and stuff, you know what I mean? But like, how does my car sync? I don't understand, but it does. And then when I take off, I see a whitey truck and a tan car. And it's a green car behind the tan car, like right behind the tan car. There's a white car, a tan car, and a green car. Like that. Like it's just. And then there's two silver cars in a row, and then here comes a mail van. The mail van. Oh, it's just. They're delivering to the mailbox across the street. And like, and then there's just a giant sync parade going both directions. And then there's a sync fly floating around in my car, and then he's gonna sync. And then there's whiteys, and they're synced. And then I'm gonna drive by this red shirt guy, and something in a sync. The water tower down. I miss the water tower, man. And then there's a bunch of sync mobiles as I'm pulling up to this intersection, and it's disgustingly synced. It's synced as fuck. Oh yeah, and then when I drive by this hospital sometimes, there will be, like, they have this thing that goes over the road. This bridge thing that goes over the road that, like, goes in between the two hospital buildings. And they'll, like, have somebody on a wheelchair going over my head as I... or walking or whatever. There's nobody in there right now. But, like, see, it has, like, windows. So, like, you can see people walking on it. And they'll be, like, walking over me as I drive under it. And I think I see sync hawks in the sky. And I see the Coca-Cola truck and he's synced. And I see a whitey and it's synced. And I see a bunch of other syncs and they're synced. And I see another sync come in as I turn and he's synced as fuck. Oh! Synced as fuck. go follow me on Twitter. I've been doing Twitter lives. I don't know if and go follow me on Instagram. I don't think I'm gonna screen record all the live streams. So go watch them. Screen record them yourself and upload them on your own channel. Help me out. It just takes a lot of time to do that, but I don't like going live on YouTube a lot because it cuts my videos. I don't know if this one's cut, but there's 2 people watching right now, so the 2 people watching this might be seeing something that's never going to be seen again, or it might not be cut when I upload it. I don't know. Like, stalkers will always be talking to their dogs or about their dogs, and it'll be like subliminal, like they're talking about me or whatever, or to me, or about me or whatever. Or like there's this one time where these people were walking by me on the sidewalk, and this, like, as they walk by me, they're like talking to each other, and then they're like talking about their dogs or whatever, and then right as they walk by me, the lady like leans toward me, and she's like, "Yeah, we need to put him in his kennel." She says the word kennel. She's like leaning toward me. Like, I was looking forward, but like I see her out of the corner of my eye doing that. Just do shit like that where they're talking about their dog or to their dog, but it's like they're talking to me though. They're saying shit about me. They're like, he's really ambitious today. All types of weird shit. And then I've said this before, but like TVs, like this is something I noticed recently, is that like TVs, I don't know how this works. Like, are they implanting the thought in my head, or like there was one time where it was like a live show though, and like I think they're like telling the guy to say shit. I don't know. But it's like a live like political talk show or whatever. And it was like he was syncing with what I was doing, like saying directed conversation synced with what I was doing, like over and over, like not just one time. It's like David Fincher's The Game when the TV starts talking to him, kind of like that, but not really. But it's like that keeps happening though with TVs. The rain was sinking a bunch of times last night. It kept raining sink and like raining harder sink and thunder sink. And then this motorcycle was going off for like an hour straight, synced. Just kept sinking for an hour straight. and then I go live on Twitter to talk about it, and he goes off one more time when I press go live, and he's like, you can hear him at the start of the video. I uploaded that video on my other channel. But he does that one more time when I go live, and then he drives off, and then he's gone. Like, he's going off for like an hour straight, and then I go live to talk about him, and then he's gone. There's this whitey pulling up, like almost hitting me as I pull up to the intersection. Like, they'll just turn really sharp as I'm pulling up. So it's like I have to stop like before the intersection, or otherwise I'll run into them. Fuck. And he had a 222 on his whitey plate, on his white SUV. And this on a driveway, like measuring whatever on the driveway, and he like lets go of the tape measure next to me, like like reels it back in next to me, you know. He's just standing there, and then it's like shh, next to me. There's a truck driving behind me as I drive by him. And then there's just always children screaming synced and dogs barking synced, and and this train horn kept going off last night, but just like randomly. It's like, what's the train doing? Like, I don't understand. Like, actual question, what is the train doing? Like, what's the explanation for that? Like, is there an explanation for that? Like, why does a train just go off randomly? But not randomly, though, at synced up moments. But, like, saying that it's going off randomly, why is it doing that? Like, well, because the train horn usually goes off because the train's rolling through town, right? And then it just goes off a bunch of times. But it was just, last night, it just, like, it would, like, go off, and then it wouldn't be going off for a while, and then it comes back again. Just honks, like, 1 or 2 times. So I don't know, is there actually an explanation for that? I don't know. So I've heard that they use trains to like herd cattle, so is that it? Or like what? I don't know. But is synced as fucked up? Is the point? There's been a bunch of jets high in the sky sinking on me lately. And don't sink.